right, Matrixx and Rhodes Show supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Captain African American. That's right, Brave New World. Oh, boy, if you went and saw this, maybe you were pretty brave indeed. But it seems not nearly as many people as they would like is showing up at the box office for this thing. Now, I'm going to be real with you. There were plenty of signs that this was going to happen. Just the general trend of Marvel in general, the MCU, the disdain, the indifference, all of it. Disney trying to save everybody's ass by announcing we're backing out of the DEI business. Are we going to restore Steve Rogers back to being Captain America? Because that would be a great step. It'd be a great step. So this movie, I thought, never had a chance to begin with. By the way, huge Falcon fan. I am. If this would have been just a Falcon movie that featured the Red Hulk, yada, 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 I'm in. I'd have been in on that. I'd have been like, you know what? That sounds interesting. I'm going to give it a shot. I am. I started to watch Winter Soldier and Falcon the other day. Gary over at Nerdrotic said he's rewatching it, and it's worse than he remembered. I was like, no, I'm not wasting my time on it. All right? Now you got all kinds of articles coming out. This is bad, folks, and we'll get to the box office in a minute because this thing is a disaster. But this was Vulture. This was an actual member of the crew. Technical crew member on Captain America Brave New World talked me through its problematic production. They shot like 4 versions of this film, I think. Quote, everyone on the crew knew this probably not going to be a good film. Yikes. And worse, everybody felt their buttholes tightening a little bit. Oh, some of them folks at Disney probably loves that. They probably love it. I mean, it's bad. Anywhere you look. Look at this. Captain America, Brave New World, lowest scoring MCU movie on Metacritic. Holy hell. Guys, the woke critics, I'm shocked that the audience score is 78%, which is, we're still not talking a good movie. I think Infinity War is like a 92 or some shit. Honestly, which I consider to be like the Empire Strikes Back of Marvel movies. You're a long way from there, and who knows how fast that's going to start dropping. Look at the woke critics. 50% with a black hero. I mean, that's not a great look. A lot of people are saying this movie is a train wreck. A lot of people went out there to see it already. How about a little heel versus babyface? Of course. Captain America Brave New World is the most expensive CW film I've sadly had the displeasure of seeing. The worst of the writing I've experienced in whatever is left of the MCU. Good Lord. The Marvels exist here, folks. There's a lot of bad films out there, and this is the worst. Well, the box office is reflecting it. I mean, yeah, it kind of feels like the Emperor. Now you will die. I mean, we're here. We're witnessing the death. So you're saying a Captain America movie without Captain America is going to bomb? Oh, great. I still try to figure out why would anybody come into a boardroom, sit down, and say, let's greenlight this bitch. It sounds like a great move. That's a great idea. I mean, look, if Chris Evans didn't want to play Captain America anymore, recast him. Recast him. I mean, I don't know who could do it, but look, the fandom would have embraced somebody. By the way, you could have done it with Black Panther, too. You know, Glenn Powell, hell of a good actor, good young actor. I've liked him in Maverick, Twisters, perfect example, right? And a lot of people would say, well, I don't want you to recast Chris Evans. Yeah, if you get Steve Rogers back, I'm going to be okay with it. I am. It is what it is. We understand the actor doesn't want to do the part anymore, and we want to see Captain America. So let's keep rolling. Friday, yesterday, Valentine's Day, update. A movie-going day, by the way. All right, Captain America Brave New World box office is underperforming compared to estimates. The latest estimates now offer a potential $90 million 4-day opening, down from $95 million, down from 94 plus million. The 3-day estimated total 82 to 84 million. Friday, along with Thursday's 12 million, is estimated at 39 million. All right, Deadline tries to spin the bullshit. Deadline spins complete BS as they point out Captain America Brave New World's Friday box office beat Captain America the Winter Soldier's 36.9 million. We could go into a litany of reasons why that's total bullshit. How about, okay, they bring it up. However, what the site does not tell you is inflation. If you factor in inflation, Winter Soldier would have actually made $49.52 million. So over 10 million more? That's quite the difference. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, was released in 2014. How about Ant-Man Quantumania? 2 years ago, saw Quantumania open the same weekend. Its first Friday brought in 46.4. It's worse than that. Good God. The good news is at least Brave New World is now trailing Quantumania by around 15%. So it seems like it's made up some ground on Friday. Interesting, the 3-day estimates went up, but the 4-day went down. Wow. So, in other words, by the time we get into Sunday, yikes. Deadline could be estimated at a lower number than actuals in order to get the headline of Brave New World overperforms. So, in other words, Deadline might be trying to do some sneaky shit to make the film look like it responded better. Holy hell. Reactions are mixed, but lean towards the negative side. Don't go in expecting much. Enjoy the popcorn, and you should be okay. I've heard if you care in the slightest about quality storytelling, don't go see it because you're not going to get it. Captain America Brave New World has brought in 12 million with its third view. So that was the Thursday story in all this. By the way, people are pointing out that although there are parts of this film that have a feeling like they were trying to get back to the Winter Soldier angle, that kind of feel, which, by the way, it's a great movie. I mean, Winter Soldier, I contend it's the second best MCU film behind Infinity War. And, of course, very closely behind both of those is Iron Man, the original. But it was a damn good movie and grounded. But the problem is this movie feels like 4 or 5 movies. So every time they try to get to that tone, they have some kind of other bullshit that's like, wait a minute, this doesn't feel like the same film I was just watching. We've already switched to something else now. Why is the tone completely changed? You know, I can think of another film that did that. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Remember? Oh my God, we're being real serious. And then boom, some kind of a damn joke. How about the Verizon joke at the beginning of The Last Jedi? But you get my point. Supposed to have been a serious moment, and all of a sudden it turned into some BS. Can you hear me now? That joke. Oh boy. This thing's a disaster. Seriously. Tell me what you think. Did you go see it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Look, I was talking to my buddy Razvan the other day, and I was like, look, the MCU's, there are some signs that it could be course correcting. Deadpool Wolverine, hell of a watch, enjoyable watch. I've watched it like 3 times now. The new Daredevil looks right. I even said, a lot of people didn't want to say it, Fantastic Four looks good to me. It does. And that shit about the Thing, I think it looks spot on to the comic books. But this was before all of that and before the election in November, by the way. They dumped DEI. Well, you got to prove it now. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.